It's all they are guaranteed in their bank. Virtus.pro, $2.5 measly $1,000. That FaZe said, hey, screw it, throw it in the middle. Let's roll the dice. Let's play Russian roulette. And VP say, no, we will play Overpass instead. And I can't wait for that, Harry, because we saw what happened last time VP took to Overpass 2 despicable T rounds into a triple overtime win.
I think this one will feel very, very different to that last game.
Yeah,
though.
they might only get one round.
No, wait, hang on. This is FaZe Clan, who like to keep things very exciting and won't be afraid to come through with some aggressive rounds. MIBR and VP played very much the same, and it felt like a good way of countering Virtus.pro for the longest time.
Yeah, this is FaZe's first game on this map, right? They've just had to leave it open, wait for someone to pick it. We know they banned Train. It was a matter of time for FaZe. Everyone's been second banning it for the most part. No one wants to risk it.
I've been kind of fanboying FaZe all day in my head.
Okay.
Because they made firstly, I love that they've come in and wagered. Like, oh, they're just, this team is so good.
Like,
I love this team. But also, they made like one of those little social media bits talking about what maps they don't like playing in their spare time.
Yeah.
And this team, they all said Inferno, apart from Rain, who said Mirage, and Brokey and Elige, who said Train, but still, the other 3 said Inferno. That's like the most based opinion. Let's go, FaZe Clan.
VP rushing into this B site. I know it's 30 seconds on the clock, but they're moving fast, Harry. Frozen pick from afar. Rain takes off the silencer. Loud and proud on this B bomb site. 3 on 3. VP need that plant.
Ooh, Brokey.
Yeah. Where's your teammate?
Spill over, Electronic fed to them, but Perfecto, you know he had to do it to them. 1v3.
Not again.
He's looking for the first incision, makes it across.
Gotta do
Bomb
it.
picked up, 10 seconds. Perfecto, shots here.
Oh,
hang on, he's gonna get the bomb.
Gotta reload after.
He does have to reload after. It's gonna cost him a lot of time. Brokey can just close the distance right now. Fresh mag being put in, and there's Brokey arriving. Perfecto had to do it to him, and he couldn't do it to Brokey.
Almost did it, but he didn't. FaZe with a pistol. Perfecto getting caught on the wall there, thinking Brokey scaling him on the bridge. This is going to be a fun game. I can already tell on Overpass. Yeah, I like your logic that FaZe will be a bit more disrespectful and will not let VP run these super slow setups and will punish.
FaZe are in an exciting time where they're vibe checking themselves, I think is what's happening. You know, they're trying to get back to that like winning mantra where they're having a good time. FaZe are always, you know, yelling at the opponents, trying to get in their head. The thing that annoyed you was they're sitting there laughing, having a great go at it. And they play like a very entertaining, very explosive game.
All eyes on Elige. I mean, that's what everyone's been saying, right? In this roster, getting some good spots. You know, being man, he was one of the best riflers in the world coming into CS2, and it's been uncertain whether he can keep that up in this team. And he's had a string of really poor performances, but every now and then you get that little look of the Elige we know and love. And so I hope to see some of that today in this matchup. He was good against BetBoom. That's the game FaZe won in that first round of Bounty. Had a monster map on Ancient, which will be in this series as well.
VP are going to win this force fight.
Yeah, they are. 2 kills from Fame and Electronic. Bomb on long. Spread thin. Back to B, slow and steady. Now, will VP lose to themselves? That's the question. Carrigan has this cross. Smoke on the B side, trying to bait them out. VP 30 seconds. The wild polar bear moving down. Oh, good shot from Flit to dink him, and Electronic finishes the kill, so...
Brokey does have an ult.
He should probably save.
He should probably save, but... now he will.
Don't fire it and they won't know. That's the fun. Or did they see him?
How much fun is that?
That's the fun. Next round, it's going to be a lot of fun. VP will find out the hard way. They're like, oh, they're eco guys. They got a bunch of pistols. Brokey or ping mid. Want to see what util FaZe are throwing on the CT side, right? Like, what sets do we get? Do we get the kind of snappy B support nades on AAA? Do we have the donk nades in middle where he goes smoke molly while running? That's like the most potent set. It's the one Rops throws for Vitality. Where are FaZe putting their pieces? VP with a force buy and immediately complicate this game.
Terrorists win.
Brokey with that AWP. He's promised that this round would be some fun for him while he's taking a spawn for Monster. Gonna scope up early on and look to get involved on this AWP. It's just Flit lurking here. You know he likes to do this. He's gonna be roaming around outside of Monster in the short tunnel.
This isn't very fun.
Oh, Elige. John Moy's got to get out of here. Tries to battle forward into Perfecto.
Oh, hello. Oh, Electronic had a crazy game when he played this map the other day. Oh, just cycling the AWP out. Cheeky. Are they going to throw it or do they play? Icy grabs the AWP. So maybe this is Electronic's map, Harry. Back in the day, he was a beast on that B-bomb side defense. He's playing rotation in this map, in this team rather.
Actually, I loved that he's in that role. I was, you know, at first I was a little bit worried. But I think he's been stellar at playing the rotates. Feels like he always is in the right place. We'll have that to look forward to in the second half.
It's frozen? I mean... No, he's far enough away. I don't know, yes, he's 60 damage. That's a lot of damage on B site. Like, the vertical damage is full. It doesn't drop off vertically. It's still only horizontally. You know, you can't save a nuke heaven when it's on B. So yeah, Electronic coming in, keen, drops the AWP, doesn't get any fun in this round. So just Frozen and Rain with Kevlar.
This should just be a clean round from here on out. And get Flit out into B, the rest of the gang moving with him. And with only pistols left to worry about here. And that one gun on Frozen, that shouldn't go anywhere near this B site. There's not much in it for FaZe. And it was VP's CT sides that looked really convincing when we've seen them play overpass. So you don't want them getting off to too much of a hot start here if you're FaZe. Already 3-1 is enough cause for concern.
Too late, yeah. Already in good control, making some money. Saving Brokey's AWP. How many die here, Harry? Quick, guess.
2.
2 dead.
Nah.
Nah, they should.
None.
Terrorists win.
They made it. Got a bit scared there. We're still learning. We're still remembering. Liege. It's the peak of, like, yet to unpack. Liege just got the mattress on the floor and the gaming setup at the wall. That's all he's got. And a lamp. Gotta have a lamp. lights out start here for VP.
He is the American Psycho.
He's been doing sit-ups.
Sit-ups, face mask on.
Ooh, jumping is dangerous here. I see waits for the entry. Lots of boosts available on B, but FaZe are weak here. They're playing AAA. I'm sitting back safe. Ouch.
Oh,
Boost.
Flit was ready. Spot's frozen, getting put up top, and even though there's a dink down range, Flit survives at 1 HP. There's also a hearty bit of info off of that, right? You know that means that FaZe started a bit of a lean down towards this B site, so VP going group up in mid.
Electronics still on that FAMAS from round 2. Robbery. FaZe are still reeling from 20 seconds. Tick-tock, VP right on time.
Hang on, they're not on time yet.
Almost on time. There it is.
There we go.
There we go. That's a round.
Final 10-second hit, and this is what you could expect from the VPT sides.
Dude, it's prime Na'Vi, and it's prime old school Na'Vi. Some things never change. It's prime James VP, really.
And this isn't the type of CS that FaZe like to play, but that's the problem. You're not really given much of a choice here in this first half.
Dude, are VP the best team in the world on Overpass? I'm being a bit facetious.
You are a little.
Yeah.
But they could be.
I mean, there's no one really cemented yet. Who do you think will be the best team in the world?
I mean, on that basis, like VP could be, right? When you look at the pieces of this team.
I was joking. I didn't mean we should actually start a dialogue. Electronic might be the best player on this map.
Just like when you think about what the team's made of, right? Like you have the remnants from the VP days was very, very good on this map. The guys still left from there. In Flit and Fame, their position's not really changed. Actually, it's a good complement between Flit and Perfecto, who are both B site anchors on CT sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're able to play like a 1-2 there. Flit kind of being the more aggressive one of the two is usually the guy at the front of takes. Then you have Electronic as the captain who, as you said, like played in that Na'Vi squad who were great on this map and liked the slow style of play.
I mean, we saw.
I don't think it is VP right now,
No,
but like I think maybe it could be.
One day. No, I think
In the same way that like a Furia were like the first team to really cement themselves on Train, you know?
Okay,
it wasn't like one of these top dog squads that instantly took to the map and you were like, yeah, it's them, it's those guys. It was Furia, they made it a backbone of their pool.
I just think they came up with a lot of the new, a lot of ideas because the map was new. At least this one has like roots that people have played for years. It hasn't changed too much over the years, so you would expect everyone to be more up to date on this map than a brand new Train where anything's possible. So like I'm looking at a Spirit or a Vitality to perhaps be or become the best on this map. But yeah, VP might have some nice ideas. We're seeing a better T-side today, that's for sure.
I know everyone's going to hate playing VP on this map at a bare
always used
minimum,
to,
right? Yeah, exactly. It used to be something that none of the teams enjoyed doing. Elige?
No, come on.
Bro.
I mean, it doesn't look great, but
Dude.
like, he's just shooting. He's just shooting, man. He's just shooting. It ain't that deep, I hope. Oh,
We all saw that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone saw that.
he's just shooting, man. He's just shooting.
Someone put that on Reddit.
Oh, God.
Put it on Reddit and just see what the community think.
Well, if he's cheating, he'll do it again, right?
Check.
He's not, guys.
He's tracking the long players right now through the wall.
He's hearing them.
A perfect move at the perfect timing for Elige. How curious.
Come on, stop. People actually believe this.
Oh
Maybe they're right.
Oh
Maybe
God,
they're not
Elige.
right. Yeah.
Elige is cheating, bruh. Check him, PC. Elige with another. From short. He's on for this round. Yo.
No way.
Yo.
Okay.
John.
Jonathan.
John, what are you doing?
Can't do that. Twitch chat's going to have a field day with that round.
Check him, PC, man. Look at this setup. Like you said, he's got a lamp and that's it. That's all he has in this house.
It's a bit American Psycho. You know, can't deny that. It's a clean 1D. Forget about all the other shots. It's another clean 1D.
Right, well, FaZe should be able to win. They figured out.
Now, yeah.
They figured it out.
It's just not a good look, is it?
Oh, it's really funny how he keeps looking at them through the wall. It's good. It's a good bit. Yeah. Flash on a Brokey.
Nice.
For some reason, he's feeling really confident. He's got a Liege nearby.
I'm safe. Liege. Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Overwhelmed after one. Bomb drop back. Fake on the A site. Trying to be scary. But VP are not jumping. Look how split they are right now. Still Perfecto stuck in con. He had a really rough game against MIBR on this map. Could not find anything in connector. When he did, it was often death. Frozen still patrolling middle, just allowing them to walk into A. Calling their bluff. Goes back to check it for a second, but that's when Perfecto comes out connector. Frozen. They're running out of time. 30 seconds. Electronics just sat here on long with the AWP the entire round. While the B fake comes in, Frozen, his option is to kill this con man. As VP come up top.
Play still suspicious here on the run-up, but Frozen is going to catch him. Rotates now, beginning for FaZe. For VP, they're going to have to go and battle for bank control. They don't have toilets. They know the best path is to go play around this bomb, and they're hoping they can catch someone in rotation. Rain is being quiet, but he is here alone. And they're looking for a free kill. They're looking for that one that leaves this even. And then with a bomb to play around, VP can make it happen. Perfecto with the trade. It's not as clean as VP wanted, and that's left some pressure on Perfecto. Frozen with the spam. And FaZe looking to close up on this game. Now just one round behind them and VP.
Nice, well put together retake here for FaZe. Slowing it down. Rain realizing that they're going to take spawn because of the control Frozen has, and that's announced. Frozen's so aware that that player is coming up. Connector, he almost looks away as Molly's landing the A side, but he refused. Important read for Frozen to keep that retake active.
He's running towards long. Jump spot with the crisp, clean locks. He's seen three. It's a good spot. Good info. And it's lent FaZe heavy into this top site setup. They've got a toilets crossfire established here. Elige up close. Frozen providing cover, and Rain on an off angle at the dumpster to watch for the long walkout. Nice flash.
I'm blind.
Elige is like, yep, six. Yeah, thank you. One more day. Just got to get through today. I just got to get through this day.
Oh no! Oh, the timing!
He's getting aggressive still, and he had Frozen there with him. They were hoping they could just drive a two-man play right through the heart of VP.
Rain is in the sights. Not for long. Electronic, good head on his shoulders, stays aware. Flit to flank, Carrigan denies. You know you're going to see him lurking through this B-bomb site late in rounds, but it's not going to change anything, is it? Just opens up a path to save. FaZe get out. VP win the round. 5 T rounds, Harry. 5 T rounds. This is already a monstrous half for VP. It might just get better.
I mean, the fact that 2 T rounds was enough to do it when they played at MIBR. And I know, you know, it's MIBR, it's a map that everyone's still getting accustomed to, and FaZe certainly should have individuals that hit harder, but, you know, they had the grit, they had the determination to pull back. One hell of a comeback in that game, did VP. And they were able to do so with their CT side being the biggest takeaway from that game in terms of how good it looked, how on the money Electronic was with his rotates. They actually play a pretty aggressive CT side as well by all metrics, like compared to what you're used to seeing out of their T sides.
Yeah. And with how good VP look, I'm just wondering why didn't they wager that 2.5k, Harry? Could have been a couple of beans on top here for VP.
Stop trying to put beans on everything, man.
Sorry, I can't help it. It's my culture. Okay, have we got something? Oh, that was almost a spot from the AWP. Brokey. Flash won't hit him. Elige will, turning around, smoking the way. He even gets out. Elige.
I'm looking at Elige so differently than ever before. Every time he's walking around the map, he's looking places, and now it just feels sus.
Perfect read here from Elige, pushing back on the long side. Nobody looking right now. Stay on Elige, please. Electronic looks away. Now's the time to go. He looks back, Elige waits. Kill comes to him. Elige patient. Teammate gets the kill. It's good. Give your teammate the info so you don't have to. You know, the demo review, it looks fine. You didn't do anything. I think there's one here.
Oh, it's so good. Thank you, Elige. He is Mr. Content. Oh, he's given us a lot to talk about here.
I'm scared VP can still win this round.
Oh, they very much can. Flit has a great degree of space as well, out through Monster. Oh, the failure on the jump. Carrigan was about to move into barrels. As a result, he readies himself for that fight. That's the one that Flit was looking for, and this might just peter out here. There's 20 seconds left, and it looks like a save from VP.
Elige hunting, tracking his prey, but he won't find them. VP get out with their guns for now and get to give that another go. That lived and died on Flit's success coming out, but he makes a bit of a jump and misses it onto barrels, so Carrigan is very prepared for the fight. And now we have a game. FaZe building back in. Nice mid-crunch. They have a cool setup with Brokey backing up Elige in front of the fountain, and they get a kill, and they actually get out before that smoke fades. Very close. Icy almost hit Elige on the re-peek. Then FaZe re-aggress. They keep the pressure on top side. They know how slow VP play, barely taking that mid-control. VP extremely slow. Does them well at times and leaves them behind in others. This one, a lot more in mid. They flash through the smoke. Elige is getting tracked right now. He shouldn't know, but he probably has a feeling in the back of his head that VP are out through that mid smoke, so he positions really well for this. Oh, gets a spot as well. Elige going further back, playing his fullback routine, but something tells him to push back in.
Yeah, he's feeling really good about this. Still holds on to short. Still keeps those toilets in check.
They are going long, so does he need to stay in toilets here? I mean, they're not to know, but Elige and Brokey pushing back into the empty position. Yes. There's no one here, so it's a pretty good read here from FaZe to take back toilets control. Flit dead at the B side. That should tell you 4A now.
Yeah.
You know that's the lurker dead. Elige is in a great position, holding the smoke. Brokey with the cover.
His barrel is pretty huge, but Brokey providing cover.
Elige Tracking them really, but he's going to fall back. See, everything's dodgy when you look at it through this.
Yeah,
lens.
when you
have the confirmation bias.
Yeah, exactly.
When you think
you're watching it, he's definitely cheating.
This is the perfect move, but the flash is too good. He doesn't have anti-flash. That's a shame. Full white in the sight.
Frozen now. Can he pick up where Elysian Brokey left off? This util comes in and it's going to force FaZe out of the bomb site.
Yeah, this is a retake now for FaZe, but they've been double smoked, re-smoked.
Oh,
Carries in, hits a shot.
And that's a big one. Going to bring you back into this round. Icy pulling back over at long. He's got Perfecto here, but that's an awkward miss, an unforgivable miss. Rain will come for them. Perfecto, clutch required. And he can't connect it. Frozen with the kill.
Oh, no.
It's a tie game as FaZe level out the playing field here.
FaZe are very lucky to be in that round there. Two horrifically missed shots. Icy just getting wiggled on by Rain. Dancing round the corner. And then even Perfecto unable to spray a single bullet onto the player on the bomb. That's a really ugly round in the post-farm for VP. Pre-fired on the re-peak by Rain. Okay, FaZe trying to win out this half. VP is still going to be happy. 5 is great, but can they find any more? Really would cement their T side. They can split it.
They actually started with numbers down on B. Had a fourth player there at the top of the round. But Elish has made his way back up in towards the A side.
You need to stop. You need to stop, Dan M. You need to...
Dad. Yep.
He's cheating, Dan. He's got external assistance, Dan. VP regroup in middle. What is that?
Program building the burger, Dad.
What does that even mean? Full spammed on B. Perfecto. Oh, wait, what? Did he shoot him out of heaven?
How did...
Yes, thank you, Jay. He shot him out of heaven. I'd love to see that again, if possible. 30 seconds. VODs.pro and Liege with a really good timing here. How lucky.
Oh,
Very fortunate play for Liege.
In through the back line. It's like he knows the bomb was there. Electronic dead. Flip found down on towards B, but this play is actually coming in and towards the A site. Brokey on a wide swing out of the truck. All here and hitting hard. Mowed down a VODs.pro and Flit left too far away. FaZe take the lead. Oh, and Flit will save.
Flit.
Raindrop straight out of the heavens.
Drop top. Finally, we have a kill for Flit on this B lurk, and none of it matters. Brokey just comes running through, double kill. They're full rotating because of a Liege who always knows, who has the best timing, who drops that bomb in middle. At 20 seconds, there is no room for error. Great play from Brokey. Double shot with the AWP. And FaZe making magic happen late in the game. Trying to win out the half. Flit just oh yeah. Wow, once he got no, he jumped once for info, Harry. Once. That's all it takes.
HVH Perfecto versus a Liege.
Who's gonna win? Definitely a Liege. Look at that ADR.
Oh, a chance for a nice recovery on this CT side. Brokey opening up in this round, and when you get rid of Flit, that's all of VP's presence over at B gone. And Liege picks a new position. Frozen also here alongside him. Elise just tucked in. Oh, wanted the dome straight away.
He's dead now.
He's probably screwed, mollied out from the tree, forced wide. Frozen and Elise both falter, and suddenly VP have found their way back in.
Now, this is where many teams would speed up, but this is VODs.pro, so they're going to slow down. Grabbing the guns. Oh, I say that. In they come. Moving in. 2 CTs in position. Brokey hits a nice shot. Flashing Rain for a re-peek. Will he go ahead of it? Close on the wall. Rain doesn't realize they're getting out. Got to be very careful here. Brokey moves, hits his second shot. There's a third man that Rain should be able to trade. Fame is low health. One shot, the nade lands. 8 points. No chance for Fame. VP figure it out. Or FaZe do rather. 7-5, winning out that half. All thanks to Elige and co. FaZe with 7 rounds on the defense, leading the way here on Overpass, and it's Elige who shows up in his brand new apartment, no skins, looking fantastic in the server. Here's a highlight reel. This is really what Elige is seeing all half long. It's important to get your reports in at halftime in that 2-minute break.
It's fair. That's We've just thrown one on just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Because you'd rather be safe than sorry.
Look, it can't hurt if he's legit.
Exactly. You throw it on there. It's like the ROPS thing all over again. He's going to have to show off on land and prove it.
Yeah, bring him out. Well, if FaZe win this game, they will be qualifying to LAN in Malta, taking VP's bounty with them, cashing some checks. FaZe were willing to wager money on this matchup. VP did not. Wait, what? How did he get that? Fletcher's drive-by right by Rain. Bye on the B site. FaZe get that plant. FaZe get that plant. FaZe get that plant. Third time's a charm.
Frozen just doing some dry runs, rehearsing that a couple of times over.
Forgot the code.
It has allowed VP to all arrive here. Unleash dead first. That's a swing out from the heavens. Electronic proves to be tricky to deal with. It's Rain eventually to get him. Or Frozen, rather. Icy swinging wide. Dead at the hands of Frozen. It shows there's only one guy cold as ice right now. And it's not VP's dude. Frozen on a little head tilt pistol. Runs away with that for FaZe.
Yeah, I think FaZe are looking really, really strong on this map, considering how slow they start, going 4-1 down on the CT side. Show me this entry for Rain. Oh, the smooth jump in. Gets the insta headshot. And a weak behold. Behold FaZe. On overpass. Full eco for VP. It's a little mid stack. Liege wants those ecos. Oh, Liege, they're behind you. He jumped over his head.
Okay.
Didn't see that one coming.
Weird round though, nonetheless. Perfecto armed down here in connector.
Full eco.
Flip with the gun as well. VP, this is not a round you're supposed to win. Perfecto is the anti-cheat.
We can jump up on this thing here.
He's gonna have to do it to him. Hides in the smoke. Oh. Dead straight away. Brokey, convincing shot to open this up. Low health on Flit, and a chance at a 1v1 here on Carrigan coming up late with the bomb. He sneaks through the connector. Ooh. Flit catches Carrigan up at top con. Brokey, couple of shots will end this round. But he's gonna long it out. He's gonna play the long game all the way down into B. Brokey takes that bomb with him.
Oh, he's faking steps to go A, and then he's walking back this way. I'm not sure that's going to really work at this point. Brokey. He's going to open the door. That's big info. Brokey's too far to hear it. Flit. Surprise, surprise. Sneaks into short water. It's dry. It's barren. There's no Brokey in sight. Brokey will have to flick here. Flit has a chance. Oh my god, he gets it. Not a single bullet lands. And Flit wins it out. Sneaky, sneaky. Back on the flank. Full eco win for VP.
That's just not a round you're supposed to get. And yeah, FaZe don't seem too happy about it. That's a really rough one to give away. This could have been FaZe far and away into the lead with so little to worry about. And you know how important these T-side rounds are. We've been crediting and waiting for this VP CT half.
Bit of a cluster down in that connector. Will that buy VP way back into this game? Because we know those T-side rounds are really hard to come by. So even though FaZe lead, losing round 2 like that is disastrous. On most maps you'd force. FaZe take the eco, knowing they'd rather maximize their gun rounds.
Walk up here on A, and with VP giving up a lot of space, this is going to let FaZe get close. You won't have much of a wind-up on this play. Right? There's no util to telegraph the hit, it's only pistols. Fame with an important spot, and that's going to start to trigger rotates immediately. When you spot players long sneaking up with the pistols like that, with no noise down at B, this feels safe for Virtus.pro. Electronic and Fame should just put this one to rest.
Pop up close is scary. Oh, Elige. Oh, Elige. Chill, bro. Chill.
He ain't beating the allegations, bro.
He really ain't.
Oh, another
God.
from Elige.
1v5.
3 kills deep. Surely not. Elige, the man that we're all watching with a very keen pair of eyes. 3 kills on his way to a clutch. He's got 15 seconds left to do it. Oh. And Icy will put a stop to his reign of terror.
Just throw it on to be safe. That's a scary round where Elige just hits multiple headshots with a P250. Goes on to find the Deeg. But not to be on the eco. VP win their full eco. Elige, it's at a bridge too far. Very nice try in this Overwatch demo.
They always struggle playing the objective. That's how you can tell.
Yeah. It's a bit too little time to win that one out. VP right behind FaZe. And remember, in that MIBR game, yes, a very different tier of opponent, you said, but VP pulled it all the way back from 10-2 down, won it in overtime.
I mean, we also said they're more aggressive on their CT sides, and this round is a keen example of that, right? Going for this short space. They do like to make moves. Electronic likes these 4-1 stacks to open up. You trade it for the early space on Cat, and then that frees him up to rotate. Icy's just taking it one step further, flits in with a double.
Crikey.
And so things go from bad to worse here for FaZe. This first rifle round off to a disastrous start. There's still so much time left in the round, and already it feels like it's over. I say that. There is one hope for FaZe.
Oh, heard that jump. Presumably.
Now they know where both players are. Molly in at the barrels. Just falls a little short. And so it's not going to displace VP. They're still in this strong setup. Tricky task ahead of Elige, who just gets spammed by the full entourage of Virtus.pro, and now we have ourselves a tie game.
Too many targets right there. Everyone facing VP. Now feeling like favorites on their map pick.
This is why you saw so much frustration from FaZe when they lost to the eco.
Yeah.
And they know these T-side rounds are going to be hard. They know it's going to feel grindy. You're at the full mercy of VP on a great half for them. They have all these opening moves, all these ideas for how to play, and now that's stuff you have to take into account. If you'd converted on the pistol, you would have felt like you were leaps and bounds apart from Virtus.pro. Could have been something, ends up being nothing. Would have loved that catch. Instead, just a bit of damage on a Perfecto, and now he has no reason to ever go re-swinging into Monster like that.
Trying to fake on A with a anti-orb smoke. Wise, FaZe are walking up short, but they're just going to run through Monster together.
It's going to trigger the rotate out of Electronic, because it's cut off the sight line in to that A site, and now Rain with a startling opener on the Deeg. Perfecto will be required here, and Electronic gets there just in time. Calls off his rotate. Plant should get denied. Carrigan, hold on. He's dealt with Electronic, trying to plug in the numbers. The Icy spam hasn't connected, and so Carrigan in with a chance. Bomb Plant's already pretty good, and they'll swing him together to put a stop to Carrigan in that clutch.
Yeah, good eco for FaZe as far as things are concerned. 3 kills, Bomb Plant. Some damage on the way out, but still VP streaking together, slow and steadily, pulling this game back. VP going to be pretty happy with this whole veto in general, right? Like, even though FaZe, I don't want to say they're super heavy favorites, but certainly favorites. Oh, oopsie. VP, we know they like Ancient just as much, so this is scary for FaZe, who haven't found a T-side round since that pistol. Oh, dinking. Damage through the wood. VP leave little bounties of util down in the water. Flick collects to block this B site, but FaZe are getting closer on A, and Icy doesn't have that info. He's inside toilets. He needs to go searching. Playing inside the site to grab more grenades. VP always leaving them on the ground so they don't disappear with each death. Here come FaZe. Need to be flashing these angles here. They only have a couple left on Karrigan. Shadow advantage. Icy missed on the jiggle. Has to go back. FaZe are going to have a good chance here to break in.
Yeah, the full rotate is arriving for Virtus.pro, so you just want Icy, put up a couple, slow the roll of FaZe. Karrigan deletes him in the head-to-head. Elige one step further, but here are those rotating players siphoning resources away from FaZe. Flit's allowed to sneak out, and that should be the kill that defines the round. He stops the bomb plant. Brokey left up in this clutch, and Flit just takes the fight straight to him. VP convincing as ever on this CT side of Overpass, and this was the big worry for FaZe Clan.
Layers and layers of players coming through that util. Even though you get bank and dumps of smoke, VP are just, you see they throw that their own truck smoke to let them get out behind Dice, and Flit uses it very well. Sneaks in, ends the round, the third player inside of A. Electronic getting hyped because VP know what that means, keeping this flawless track record on this CT side since their full eco win. VODs.pro charging towards a victory here on their map pick of the series. A game they weren't confident enough to stake money on, but a game that they are winning nonetheless.
Yeah, with Inferno as the decider, I think that's where things get really interesting. You know, if this becomes the 3-map series, FaZe don't have the best results there. It's been versus some tough opposition, sure. They've always been close games, but VP are no slouches on that map. So I think a victory here on Overpass tease this up to be a series that goes the distance, and one that VP will have a great chance in.
Oh, I wonder if VP abused, or FaZe abused that. VP missed their monster smoke, so FaZe could just walk through. Right now, no one's hard dedicated. In fact, they're checking it out. FaZe flashing short.
I mean, they are ready for this B play, and they should be, with Electronic having pushed all the way through mid. There is still this con gap.
Good info.
You can't pay that all mind here. They've lent strong into this B hold, and they're ready for the hit that's building for FaZe Clan. Frozen is the first in. Electronic still tightening the net on this backstab. He just needs his teammates to stay alive. And he now arrives as the final piece. Rain just going to get shot in the back. Electronic outpositions him there, and when you see him arriving in through Monster, you know you've been read like a book.
Yeah, it's, well, you don't even know if he's come from short or from A, because he is the rotate player, right? But it's that third piece on the top side that makes a perfect read and cancels FaZe's plan here to find 11 rounds. That was FaZe on a half buy with some guns. That's all it will be. No one going above and beyond here for FaZe. Well, he just had his moments, we all know. There's not really much else to talk about here for this FaZe T side. Good grenade to punish Elige close in middle. Even as FaZe take this control with some util, VP have been so solid in holding their bomb sites, rarely letting FaZe in. Who will save them now? Or is it just VP with another rock-solid defense on overpass, as they showed against MIBR?
I did. The thing that's nice about this VP CT side is like the only risks they really ever take, and they'll throw in like a couple of more forward A stances in the game, but like it really won't be a lot. They play very passive over on A. The only risks they take are here on B with Flit getting aggressive. And that's kind of sick because it means for FaZe, they spend the first like minute of the round wasting all this time, trying to creep up. You still have to clear the toilet, you still have to clear long. And then by the time they lob the util in, the rotates can come up from lower very, very quickly. That's if Flit doesn't get all the info.
VP is stacking A. FaZe tried to fake B with a monster smoke to heaven, but Flit was pushed through monster. He cleared this out. He says to his team, guys, it's gonna be A. There are 4 players in this bomb site with a flank closing the back door. This is unlosable.
I see Orb out behind Dice, playing second, letting the rifles open up, and Flit gonna make quick work of FaZe Clan. Brokey tries to chase them down, but into that stack go FaZe, and they don't come out of it. It's Virtus.pro with many a chance to close this one out. It's been nothing but them since getting into this second half.
FaZe just wondering, how do they know? Because they are so well set up for that. Truck, dumpster, site, and long. And then that last player inside a connector who would have flanked if anything went wrong. It was never going to. Crossfire is brutal. B-Fake is weak. FaZe running out of room on overpass.
Like, as I was trying to say in that last round, man, like by the time you actually get to A to make your play, there's like 30, 40 seconds left. And then you're lobbing in util. They've spotted you on the jump check at Dice. That's why Icy is like, he very rarely scopes in on the AWP. He's usually just playing for info. And it's because the info's king. The rotate from B to A is damn near instantaneous. It takes, 5 to 10 seconds. If you have a Heaven player or someone CT, it's really, really quick. And as a result, like at that point, there's like 40 seconds left in the round. FaZe are committed to going A. And then they also have, the extra piece of Flit always down to push and prod. They just kind of sell you on this lie with like the mid-util. They lob this in, this slows you down. Now, what does Elige have to do? He has to consider they can be aggressive, they can be pushed long, they could actually be at the fountain. And so his take over mid is really, really slow. In the downtime, there's all the risks that we talk about. The only site they really like to take them on is down towards B. Icy floats around at the toilets early, but that's really just to make sure no one's playing with a quick pace. And as we hit that minute mark, he's going to back up more and more. It's just a very annoying style to have to deal with.
He might have a dry fight this time. Karrigan does flash it. Icy fires off, and there's a rifle up close. Elige transfers the spray well. Icy responding. Another miss for Icy. It's a bit of a problem. His rifle bails him out. Electronic bordering on 20 kills again. Another strong overpass appearance for this guy as he goes back down into the depths. This B site is the object of FaZe's desires. Flit realizing as well, won't even smoke monster. He knows it's too late. Rather have it deep in the round. Pre-fire by Rain, full blind, finds Electronic, and we have FaZe assaulting this site.
They're waiting with nades for the plant. They go in now, but just fall short. Or go long, rather, over the bomb.
They couldn't see the pillar. They wanted to bounce it off, but too far.
This was also like one of the CT rounds where VP do try and force those fights over on A. That's because, you can't not fight there every round. Eventually, FaZe are going to get used to the idea they can take this space.
He needs to leave earlier, given his health. Get towards long. But FaZe finally find a gap. It's off the back of an A stack. With Karrigan and Elige faking that out. VP bite down. They just know one right stack and they win this game. So, missed opportunity.
I mean, I also think that's why Electronic always finds himself up top of the board, right? Because of how they play. It's like if
he's always in the right place.
Exactly. He's always where he is supposed to be, playing that role as the rotator. The guys on A largely try and avoid fights until Electronic is there, and that's when they get to play. And if you go B, Electronic starts there more often than not, roaming around CT and Heaven. So, like, he is always where the spotlight shines. The map might be this huge, massive place, but to Virtus.pro, it's actually very, very small.
Yeah, it's the back of CT spawn and the stairs that connect the two sides. Electronic already running that exact route right now. Back up top site. Here's a lot of noise in middle and connector. FaZe making no secret of their goal. As VP forced to use utility at B. Icy again just holds his line with the orb.
Yeah, but you see last time where they stuck around too long and they felt like that gave FaZe a way in. This time it might be something more passive. Here's Electronic arriving from back B site.
It's not certain yet for FaZe. He's got Frozen still lurking outside of B, but the bombs come up connector as VP make a move up long. Pushing two rifles into position. Elige with a huge catch.
And that does bog down this rotate, right? Electronic isn't going to leave now.
A full stack again.
4v5. They're going to group up over on A, and that's right as FaZe look to try and use this connector. If I see you...
What? Why? Unlucky. I mean, he saw him sort of leaving, and so VP do rotate regardless. 25 seconds, they put their pieces in the right place. Can they really stop FaZe?
Oh, that's rough for Perfecto, trying to scramble a defense together. Frozen overwhelms Electronic, and FaZe start to close this game up again.
Okay. Keeping it simple for FaZe, just getting the entry, going to the other site. VP, again, wrong stack. Icy gets that info, would love the kill to boot. And I think the danger, the problem is that last anchor rotates out. And I feel like on a map like Overpass, you don't want that last anchor to leave. You want Perfecto to stay in his position. Because those rotates are quick. The T's can change their mind, and FaZe do. So Perfecto barely gets back behind the pillar in time.
VP have also like really wanted to try and fight the Elige lurk. And it felt like a big part of their success earlier on was just kind of in letting Elige waste his time. You've been getting value out of him on these A plays, and that's denying these rotates that make up the VP CT side. Here they go with a forward stance again over on long. Brokey gonna try and tee Elige up with a flash.
It's the issue with flashing on long. If you do it deep to get the AWPer, you don't catch close. If you do it close, the AWPer at far is going to kill you. Feels like there's no perfect flash to get you out long safely. You need multiple. Layered. But there's only one player to throw him. Elige gets caught by that close rock position, and VP are 4 kills away from taking their map.
This is where Icy just goes back into info mode. That smoke obscures his vision.
Breaking it doesn't help either. FaZe haven't appeared yet. VP still making that gamble. They've pushed Monster Smoke. They've got 3 players and a 4th coming up. Is this the end of the road for FaZe? It certainly might be.
Haven't been able to break through these stacks yet. It's been misdirection, thin in the herd that's got them this far. But here, going into the AAA, Rain and Frozen.
Oh!
It's Fame from back of the truck, under a lot of pressure. 2 kills to the good. Plant just coming down. Can they stop this? Doesn't try spamming, instead he waits for Perfecto to strike on this lurk, and so Carrigan 1v2 clutch to keep FaZe in overpass. He doesn't know where to look. For Virtus.pro, it was only a matter of time. This T side of FaZe clan left lagging behind, sees VP a map up as their overpass continues to look good here at the Bounty.
Yeah, Virtus.pro flexing that overpass pick yet again. Try as FaZe might, Jacob. Unfortunately, it was just too little too late. Maybe if they got a couple more rounds on, that T side might have looked a little bit more.
Even though their win rates look kind of dire, kind of desperate, they're always close games. And even in the history of VP versus FaZe on Ancient, it's been a very, very, very close affair. Actually, with VP winning the last one. Ooh. That was back in Lisbon.
Hey, Mike. getting suited in the studio. I know you're there. VP FaZe and Ancient Dawns. FaZe very good on the T side of this map. Had great success on it in the last couple of months. 8-2 in 3 months exactly. 17-8 this year. Not been a bad go at things for FaZe. VP wait, 3 on the B. And FaZe look to execute. Getting that cave control first.
Here's the hit. Smoke block attempted by Flit. Flashes to support FaZe. Icy blinded by the third one. This backstab for Elige will come through, but it's all Icy who stops that ramp play on for the ace. And it's just Elige left to beat. Been waiting for Icy to step up in this series. Was Sparper a problem on map 1? But certainly a chances for more. Surely Elige can't match him. It's an ace v ace. And Icy gets his. You've never seen a pistol round like that. An ace no matter how you sliced it. And it's Icy to pick it up for Virtus.pro.
Oh, what a relief, dude. Tucked in cubby. 4 headshots come through up ramp. And Elige almost pulls back the 1v3 ace himself. Look at these shots. 3 out of 3. And then panic mode. He saves the day with body shots. Poor Elige did all he could. But someone was going to leave disappointed. Icy coming in instantly to this game.
Oh! That looks sick.
Icy has only Julies though. Wait, where did his money go? Did he buy Flit his M4? Or did he bought Flit and Fame?
He bought all MP9s?
No, everyone else had spent their money except Flit and Fame. So maybe he bought an M4 and an MP9, played Julies, and he's like, you get me back later with the AWP. It's crazy. Oh, wow. We've even got replays. Well, maybe Icy will bring his AWP here. Yeah, they bought it back. Fame dropped it. So, here we go. AWP out in the 3rd round. Could have had it earlier, but FaZe's Glocks get removed. The Elige out middle through the smoke. Some things never change. Smoke's a problem. FaZe wanted to walk up on this A site. Denied.
Oh, Rain going to try and activate this lurk in the downtime.
MP9 there. Still a nuisance. No one in A.
That was a conscious decision from VP. They always had the chance to have a number over towards this A side of the map. Elige has just been cleaned out through mid, and now they all just have to look forward. Fame with the rundown onto Frozen, and it's all eyes on Brokey. Getting flanked through main, they're lending time to Flit, and Brokey's suspicion never going to creep in. Why was no one facing? Well, he finds out there. Flit on the wraparound, keeps that round safe and sound for VP.
Surprised the penny didn't drop there. It was quite a while that player was tucked out behind the site. Could have repositioned, but Flit finishes it off. Despite 5v4, with the lurker removed, that A take goes nowhere. Icy on the ball right now. VP getting hyped because they know that, yes, this is an unlikely map on paper, but this isn't on paper. This is real. This is VP controlling the game against FaZe. A map up, first gun round in their pocket after an ace on the pistol. This is a VP who want to start to find upsets. We had an upset to start the day. Astralis taking down Na'Vi. What's to say VP can't beat on a FaZe that are in a weird position. They're in a weird place. VP trying to right their wrongs after a dire start to the season with Perfecto.
Good line for the AWP.
He's quick right now.
He's really feeling it here, and that's a huge X factor for Virtus.pro.
FaZe have the
I
space,
see an
but what do
AWP
they
who
do
can
with it?
hit really hard at the best of times, but you sometimes have these games where he just goes missing. With him looking this good, that's a serious leg up for Virtus.pro.
He can't hold on here. Just a bunch of pistols trying to close the gap. Icy covers. Someone needs to hit something here. Brokey does. About time, but too late to win this round as the trades come in onto a Liege. Pros are mollied, forced back, and VP as good as done. 4-0, save nothing. This is a Virtus.pro with something to say here. This is a Virtus.pro looking to 2-0 FaZe. Could that really be the world we're in? Beat them back in Lisbon. Last time they matched up.
That was the one with the 13-0 dust too, if I'm not wrong.
Or not. 12 off the T side.
Come on, Flit and Fame. Try to get involved in this mid clash. It's a bit of help. Going a long way. Electronic out on the heavens. Left up Shaw, spammed out of the round. It means they were supposed to own mid. That's why Fame's kind of reluctant to give up this space. They trade 2 players and they don't get this real estate. FaZe go and reclaim it.
Still love how keen VP are to fight, right? We know this is FaZe's best side on this map, and VP is just throwing themselves at them in middle. Beating them at their own game. FaZe forced the reset. Walking. Just to not get heard by any Heaven player. VP are nearby. Rain patrols. Karrigan plays middle late. Might do a bit of a fake here in the mix. Keep VP looking the wrong way. Keep Fame in donut. But still double cave. Even if FaZe walk up ramp and plant, that retake is on. They're going cave. They're going right where VP want them.
Into
Good
the
line.
double setup. And as they look for Perfecto, it's the Icy AWP firing off. FaZe don't have the time to reconsider this. They don't have any other options available. They just have to commit into Icy's AWP. Spam connects, and Karrigan's gonna find him right as Icy takes his eyes off of ramp.
He got cooked there. Didn't know where to look.
Fame still seems interested in giving this one a go. Quiet on the flank, but quick to get here. It's how quickly he's going to emerge up the ramp that could come as a surprise to FaZe. With no noise being made on this flank, Karrigan does keep eyes on it. Fame ready for this fight, can't get past Karrigan. And so FaZe Clan break on through on the back of that mid-split to open up into a double B hold. And they live to tell the tale.
Yeah, costly, close, scary for FaZe, but around to round. Love the idea to wallbang there. I felt like Icy could have just positioned better behind the site and held ramp. He just seemed so sure someone was coming in on cave. After that molly, trying to go back to spot it again. 9-1, still having a great game. Does that let FaZe in? Trying to build into a T side. It's not too late for FaZe. Even Heaven control, tenuous, fighting in middle. Elite, she's been forcing these openers. Undeniable here. Another 5v4 presented for FaZe.
More active CS out of Virtus.pro. They've got a man down, and so some intrigue put on ramp. Icy just creeps up close on the AWP.
Got spotted by the jump, though. You don't stay there after that.
It's a good thing they didn't go for that ramp push. Brokey just holding that line for a player creeping down.
Jig the setup up. The Leech is in red. That will matter later. FaZe throw in and execute. Soon will be a Leech's time to play. Is anyone even considering this gap?
Doesn't look like it.
But he's not going. They're in the site. He doesn't need to. Good break.
Oh, I see with the flick.
Here comes a Liege.
And this backstab that's unaccounted for. That one kill onto Icy is enough to win you this round, even though he's going to fall to fame. Just trying to flush a Liege out wastes precious time for Virtus.pro. And so no launch of this retake. They'll back out and save these guns.
Move! Thank you.
Terrorists win.
I like the FaZe even get into the bomb site before Allegiance is even needed. Makes that position even more valuable. VP committed to playing retake before they realize it's impossible with a guy in the back line. No escape, no entrance. Icy is on though. That's something. Give him a fight, he'll win it out. Stuck on a rifle this time though. That all, as we saw, denied by FaZe. These late flashes mid have been really good for FaZe, but no one's ever punished. Finally Frozen comes up heaven, but not in time to stop VP, who jumped back and escaped from mid.
VP are well aware of the kind of task at hand here. They know that FaZe like this mid aggro to open up. They know they're going to be splitting it from the lane side.
This is the centerpiece of FaZe's T side on this map. Just heaven splits, mid rounding, faking out whether we're going to go B or whether we're going to donut split to A, doing those last second rotations. Question is, where's your stack? It's always a question for VP on the CT side. That's why they're playing active, getting info, re-aggressing. This is the least info VP have had all half. Flint needs to pick his poison, pick his position. Leaning back to B.
The timing couldn't be worse. The timing could not be worse. Flit. He thought he got the info here. He did a little jump spot as he walks away. He's going to go back in, and so a Liege.
Second layer though.
Caught by surprise, missed shot from the Brokey Orb. This gives VP a very good picture as to what's happening in the round. They're ready for this split. Carrigan playing in as that second player, trying to cut down these rotates. He knows that if he falters, the B take is over, as now it's just Brokey left. 3 players closing in on him. He'll chase down Perfecto. Tap on the bomb, baits the swing. Brokey's got something going here. 1 shot left. He has to commit to this fight. He needs it right now. Fame steals himself away and takes it to time. Brokey with all the kills in the clutch, but none of the glory.
Damn, what a nice try for Brokey. The no-scope hunt into the cave, but that fake out, I think Fame reads it because it's in the open. He doesn't go somewhere safe to stick the bomb. He does it where he can be punished. Fame realizes, would he really commit there for real? And he reads it right. Almost walks back in. Brokey, NT, he thought about it. He really thought about sticking that bomb. But Fame calls the bluff, and VP pick up a clutch round. I like the change there for FaZe, is they have a Liege playing early on the flank in red, but then they have Carrigan behind him, and that's the last thing VP expect. You kill a Liege, in red you go, hey, that's a lurker, the rest are hitting B. And then Carrigan jumps out of nowhere, shoots him in the back, but he got trapped out fighting the A rotations. He didn't have util to stop them. And with no one getting into B for FaZe, that was dead on arrival.
Yeah, it left Carrigan in this really impossible spot, trying to fend off the A rotates, but also in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I have to help Brokey somehow. I have to help him get into B. So just rough that the actual B hit, that B split doesn't really connect. There's more of this skirmish for middle, and that's been happening all game long. Thinking back to one of the biggest L's that FaZe have taken on this map as of late, it was versus Na'Vi and Cologne. Na'Vi did a fantastic job of shutting down the lane aggression, shutting down middle. FaZe just didn't have a leg to stand on. FaZe are in B. They've been able to run up through the ramp. They did it on a contact play. Perfecto. Barreling through, peels the attention off. Now it's just down to Rain out here. Far flung on the long side, being held, being considered. They've just taken their eyes off of it. He makes steps. For VP, that's a huge helping hand, although they're not reacting to that yet. Firing off now, they have to be aware that Rain's trying to pressure them. Elige from ramp, they just saw him throw that molly, they knew where to look. Rain phases the smoke, and Fame doesn't have the health to stick this defuse. Rain's looking to pick this round up on his own, taking it to time. He'll get revenge on Virtus.pro.
I can't believe Rain calls the bluff there. I mean, that's a scary round to not re-peek after he hears the tap, but that's experience for Rain. Getting one off the bomb, Fame feeling like he's going to get run down, and Rain disappears into the mist. FaZe find a third off of walking into that empty site. That will break VP's money once and for all, forcing again. Coming down full. FaZe, they've had enough with mid-rounding here. They just want to exec. Given how costly these rounds have come down, they have nothing to show but 3 MAC-10s. Only 1 AK in this round on Frozen, who's come in very quiet to this map. FaZe from position win this one. Making VP save. Try it again. It's all fine for FaZe. Damage is good. It means VP have less to work with in that next round because they're just saving. Giving it another try. Oof. Flip wanted to swing, but... here we go. FaZe breaking into their T side. Better late than never.
Timeout for VP, because these next few rounds decide if it's an acceptable half or a great one. They might have opened up strong, starting with an ace for IC in the battle of aces between him and Elige. But as the games raged on, FaZe have started to find themselves more and more in control over this match. You only have these saved weapons cobbled together, go at it again. Into mid they go. Deny this launching pad for FaZe, who are faking a B hit right now on Rain. Carrigan lobbed in some util for him, his Tech 9, or MAC-10 rather, firing off through the ramp smoke. And that's kept a lot of attention over here at B. VP feeling kind of jittery here in this type of a buy. They insta clamp down on that. It's not a bad pickup for Fame, but very out of position here are Virtus.pro, and that bomb makes its way into the A site. Rain can't die here. You really don't want him to die here. VP go looking for him, and Elige comes barreling through to lend a helping hand. It's a crisis averted here. FaZe tie us up at 5-all.
VP stuck in the money hole in this half. IC started this game red hot, but hasn't been able to get those orbs back in. And VP with these constant forces are left with a final chance to buy near the end of this half, and even then it's not going to be perfect.
Terrorists win.
Won't be able to get that AWP back for Icy in this entire half. And so the piece that brought them in to the start of this CT side, who aced the pistol, who bought guns for his teammates in that first gun round, is left wanting to finish off their CT side. FaZe warming in, just like the end of that first half of Overpass, looking for a 7-5 lead. Icy even throwing the FAMAS, poor guy. Oh my god, Elish has been so reliable in this position. Out middle, through the smoke, finds the entry, Carrigan follows up. That's 3 kills in 10 seconds for FaZe. That's the round.
Yeah, it must feel maddening for Virtus.pro, who know exactly, you know, the kind of keys to try and beat FaZe Clan is to keep them out of these mid splits. And they keep doing all the util. They roll out with flashes, with Molotovs down, nades in, trying to make Alicia's life hard. He just goes on a second timing there, really late, actually plays through the smoke all the way.
He just keeps breaking it or shooting through it or edging the fire and getting a kill. Like, how many rounds has Elish just found that 5v4 in middle, and he goes on to get a double this time. Jokes aside from the overpass, he's looking a lot better here on Ancient. Right when FaZe need him. They're facing elimination here. They're a map down in this series.
Talked about that Na'Vi game for FaZe back in Cologne. And if you remember, that was the map where Elish had like his worst tournament in the FaZe jersey. Goes to show just how much he brings to the table when he's switched on, right? This is why he's so important to FaZe's Ancient.
Because he's come in hard to some games, but we've also seen him across BO3s just have vast differences in performances. You know, get 20 kills one map, get single digits the next map. You know, disappear in the third map of a series. Like, just big highs, big deep lows. A lack of consistent output. But this is when FaZe need all the firepower they can get, and Liege is providing. 14 and 8. Icy finally gets an AWP. End of the half. And maybe end of the line here for VP. They need this round. Reflash middle does catch a lead.
Finally. They feel like finally we've broken him. We've got him past the Liege. We could actually win this round.
But you gotta hold
and then all of a sudden the rest of FaZe pull up. They've opened up the B site and it's going to be left to a retake here. Icy's been waiting to get his hands on an AWP, only gets to put it to use in a 4v4 retake at B. And with util still to play with here, smokes down. This is going to be a slow pace retake from Virtus.pro. Oh, Carrigan!
Chill.
Hello! Rolling back the years with a stylish 3K to close this out. It's another 7-5 half secured from FaZe Clan as they're faring better on their map pick.
Counter-Strike, like a fine wine, has aged well. As have you, Mr. Bloom. And that's why I bring you today into the Counter-Strike Clubhouse. I've heard through the grapevine that you've brought the Paris Major. Mr. Bloom, please talk me through your decision to present this to the council.
Well, how right you are. I went down to the Clubhouse archives and I happened upon this one. This is at the Paris Major Grand Final, the last round. We're talking overtime, on nuke, home crowd. Everything is on the line right here.
Apex and ZywOo in the Accor Arena, as French as it gets. I think it's poetic as well that all 5 kills in the final round are from the 2 French players.
Yes.
This was supported by Dupree and by Magisk and Spinks.
This moment is everything. Like, this round would have been so different if ZywOo doesn't hit that shot. You can really taste the fear in Gamer Legion when they run from the ZywOo AWP.
In fear, you know, you see ZywOo shoot 1 bullet.
But they turn back because they're so afraid, and then they walk into Apex.
And here it is, that final shot, ZywOo to close it all.
Everything on him. Vitality shot.
No holds back, no surrender.
No holds back.
Some would say. Almost destiny that all 5 players are killed by the 2 Frenchmen on French soil.
There's so much rich history to be built on this moment alone.
And the fact that those 2 legends continue to improve. Legendary moment for the Vitality org.
Quite possibly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for ZywOo to win on, in Paris like that, and for Apex too.
That's why we have culture clubhouses. It's so that we can thrive in the finest environments, and if this isn't Counter-Strike in its finest environment, then I don't know what is.
Now we must find a reasonable score, both in terms of mechanics and cultural impact for this clip. And
of course.
Starting with the mechanics, it is a bit on the low end. I would give this maybe a 5 out of 10.
Of course.
But on the cultural side, this is as big as it gets. ZywOo and Apex in France, in Paris, after the fall of French Counter-Strike. Your first cast, it's Dupree's 5th major. I don't think it gets much bigger. I would say this is about an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Mechanically speaking, I'll raise it just to the 6. But culture, this was a CSGO major for ZywOo. Now ZywOo, they call him the CS GOAT, but if he never had his CSGO major, then that argument is absolutely blown out of the water. But this was a crowning jewel in terms of his accomplishments. At the tail end of a game, he thrust himself into the pantheon of greats. And for that reason, I'll take your 8 and I'll crank it to a 10. Bottle it and keep it on the Culture Club's top shelf.
Delicious.
Elige, the madman, making magic happen on the T side of Ancient. 4-on-1 of opening jewels here from Elige. He comes in confident, starring, stunning, smiling, and taking those mid picks every single time. It sits FaZe 7-5 up on the T side of Ancient. We know they're a T side team, Harry, but can they close is the question. VP with a map in their pocket, anything's possible.
Yeah, well, Elige is at very high highs. Frozen on the verge of the Master Chief scoreline. Had to go 1-1-7. See if Frozen can give us a bit more in this second half.
I'd rather Master Chef. Can he cook? Or is it bloody raw?
Brokey tucked in. Here's the footsteps coming his way. Dead instantly as Icy opens up this B site. Rain with some taps, but unable to catch them on the cross. So down to a retake here for FaZe. It looks like VP want to play for long control. That means they're scrapping, they're fighting. And while Frozen goes 1-1-7, we look at the other John, and he's not able to step up there. Pistol secured for VP, and a 1-round game again.
VP just do that in stages, man. They take cave, they stop, they wait for the flash, they pop out, they kill the cubby player, they wait, they swing long together. They're all tethered to one another. Not letting USP get away with a multi-kill on bad spacing. VP makes sure it is perfect. Important pistol to buy their way back into this game. A map that has done them no favors this year. VP look to find a huge upset here online. Lan awaits.
Is Rain down to his last mag?
Might be.
I don't think it's going to matter. No, he has plenty of bullets. He's picked up another. Didn't get to fire it once, of course, but that's fine. Well, Frozen's letting us know. He knows.
They were all here. What a crazy prediction.
Terrorists win.
VP. They're on. FaZe coming in with a full buy. Timeout first.
I'll say this. If FaZe do... if VP do win this...
Yeah.
I think the sports psychologist stuff is working. Because they would have pulled off some good comebacks. They would have had the MIBR one, which required a lot of grit to stay in that game.
Sure.
And they would have demonstrated that same skill today versus FaZe. Finding themselves on the back foot in both maps, playing catch-up on these second halves.
It's valid.
Not going to say like, oh, they're all actually indestructible now, but it's more like, you know, keep going with the process, boys. Because, yeah, I think it's well worthwhile. I mean, Electronic, his very first foray into in-game leading, he said, like, you remember when he actually stepped back from in-game leading, and he said, I think I'm too emotional, I get too invested. It's like, he's getting angry, he's getting emo. These aren't the emotions you want from your captain.
To be fair, we still see that even now. Even in the recent LAN events this season, we've seen Electronic saying some pretty crazy stuff to his team, so don't think that's going away anytime soon. FaZe fight forward and middle. Icy can't hunt them down. They escape. 4v3.
Eyes set on the B play, Brokey mollied off, and so now it's a flash to try and set up Carrigan, who will get his, and then some. Follow up on Icy out of cave. Perfecto left is the last guy remaining, and even though you know he had to try and do it to him, it's not going to happen here for Perfecto, surely.
He could not do it to anyone. 5 and 10, having trouble. Perfecto's return has not exactly been remarkable on VP just yet. Across the couple of outings, Fisher and Cologne, one win over Tyloo is all they have to talk about. No other maps. Here at the Bounty, looking a little bit better as a team at least, but FaZe trying to level up on their pick. Take us to Inferno. Still a big question mark as to whether they can win the series, even if they get there. Electronic taking it all the way to heaven, unscathed.
Just enough util to deny them the info over mid. And that's created a lot of gaps, right? Just mollying them back from Donut. Look at the reaction. Well, it's because they could have crossed red in this downtime now, right? And so FaZe is suddenly trying to plug all these holes that really one Molotov to displace these Donut players has caused.
VP beating FaZe in their own game. That resmoke is key for Carrigan, but VP just have to go.
Carrigan's actually been pretty darn dependable in some of these high-pressure moments. Top of the charts in behind Elige. So let's see. Oh, dead instantly as they will run up through that ramp smoke. Rain trying to recover this, and that's what it is for FaZe, a recovery mission. The bomb going down. Won't be able to stop that. You can still grab that defuse with Elige opening up the back door. Now he's low on health. They swing out wide and find Rain. Frozen catches one more.
So low, everyone.
2 and 3 health on these CTs. Low health too for Virtus.pro. A couple of shots. Decide the outcome. Decide the victor. And Perfecto and Fame look to be the ones laughing when all is said and done. Frozen gonna need a 180. And it won't happen.
Nice try for FaZe, right? They get locked out of that bomb site. That was a 3-on-5. They get down to the 1v1. Everyone tagged up. VP stay inside of the site. Have to stay on the crossfire with the players stuck on default. No one can depart. Nice try for FaZe. But they got pulled off that B bomb site right at the perfect time for VP to execute. I like the call for VP to just push Elige back with that Molotov. and go straight into a B execute. Misread smoke, not a problem, because it baits a Leech behind it, and VP fight him there. A Leech with no support. FaZe's top performer, bested in middle. You do feel like when people miss that smoke, you always fight behind it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Electronic on his redeemed Bob Ross arc. There's no missed smokes, only happy accidents there.
Yeah.
It gets them a opener out through mid.
Sets them up perfectly. VP, I mean, 4 in the red room. You're just chilling right now.
This is like they're posing for a photo.
Yeah. Painting trees. Are they going to fake smoke? Okay, it's a rotate smoke so they can get into CT spawn. Frozen. Good luck. The Armada is coming. It's got nades, but you can't pull them. You know, the second you do, VP will peek you. There's a shadow. There's another shadow. Frozen just domed. Electronic 96. He lives. The orb goes nowhere. Flank comes in. Brokey hits a flick. Are we 3v5ing?
Well, they don't know about a second player over here in main. That's the ace up FaZe's sleeve in this spot. The presence of Rain in with that swing. A bomb plant denied. Carrigan now arrives. These MP9s keeping VP very claustrophobic.
What do you do?
Are they going to try and run this B?
Have to. Oh, he shot through the smoke. Through the smoke.
The bomb's tumbled away and Perfecto can't win it. Time won't allow. Carrigan's even wrapped back through red to watch the bomb. Perfecto, try as he might, there is no winning this. FaZe Clan, low economy. At their wits' end with Red Room taken, they wrestle that one back.
Icy would have had it. He would have had that B plot, and he had just enough time, and Brokey just smoke shots him while he's running away. This flick was sick, but this kill wins the round. Crazy for Brokey. From the position named after him, and for good reason. My oh my, FaZe. That is a classic FaZe round. And look what it's done to VP. Tech9s, 1 Galil. Sunk. VP are all in.
It's them trying to take advantage of how close these rounds are. And trying to get that like delayed gratification. The last round was supposed to be it. They found the 5v4 untraded. That was meant to be the runway open to a lead taken for Virtus.pro. And so now they're desperate to reclaim that. They still have the chance to do so here, but they don't really have a very pretty buy. It's a lot of pistols, Flit with the 1 gun, and their eyes set on this B plate in through cave. Carrigan, who's not had many missteps in this game, does get overwhelmed.
Good volley, though. Scary position for Brokey. He can get spammed. VP pull back, though. Gonna try on the ramp now.
You're also just kind of at your limit in terms of players you can rotate here. Frozen waiting and Donut has to stick around there just to deny a play in with the bomb in the closing seconds of this round.
1 flash. That's all they've got.
Use it to try and get them in through the ramp. At this point, all those rotates make their way over for FaZe. On the smoke spam, bit of damage done, but that plant will get found. 3v4 post plant here. No time to get comfortable. You're stuck in place. You're stuck where you are. And so FaZe just looking to run through VP on this retake. Double digits secured.
4 from a Liege as well. Smoke shots to boot. Just spams him through. A Liege dependable in this game. He was the rock on the T side, constantly cracking open middle. Now rotating in to save FaZe from a low economy win. Sharp shots for a Liege. Love to see it when he's online. 20 ADR.
Assuming you mean like switched online.
Switched online, yeah, not playing from home. And remember, if you win this game, you can take VP's bounty and maybe buy some furniture. one smoke fake? Or are they going to come from heaven back to A? Interesting. Hoping FaZe over-rotate. Carrigan stays with the smoke. When he sees them run at him, he's going to have to drop it close instead of try and block them, but he's missed that timing. Okay, that's a perfect smoke. They're still going to come through.
Sets himself up to play down the ramp. Tries to fight for this space. That backstab's got to arrive quickly and cleanly. Icy gets it. Pistols find a way in, but that's a big nade from Frozen. 2 kills from it. The planter and his cover. And Icy finished off. FaZe picking up steam. Frozen getting activated as well. As this one looks to come up in favor of FaZe Clan, they're just rounds away from the promise of a third map and a chance at revenge versus Virtus.pro.
VP were looking really good early in this game. They were trading out rounds, even coming into this half, winning both pistols, converting both pistols. But now we've had FaZe start to run away. 3 rounds in a row. Shutting down B play after B play, and we're going to have to see VP give us something new. Come back into Donut, actually commit to one of these late A attacks. They start in A main. Brokey denies Fame, but Perfecto's still here. He seems aware of a second player, but doesn't want to push the issue alone. Waits for Icy to come in. He will still go for this. Perfecto put down. Red control taken. Elige got to be careful. There's another man in here. He has no idea. Finds out the hard way. That's Icy getting his favored gun picked up and a plant put down.
Electronic can just try and slow down these rotates. At bare minimum, he's got the info. They know that one guy is going to go try and take this donut control right now. So they know about Carrigan. It's Rain that's the question mark. But this is a very late lurk from Rain, and with Electronic going towards that main position, he's going to struggle to find his impact. This might just be the save. FaZe kind of out of position to justify going for this.
Yeah, they need the money more than anything.
And that's with those other rounds all coming down to the wire.
Don't die now, though. That would be problematic for FaZe.
This is kind of the high that Electronic's been hunting the entire game, is like looking to do good on the damage you've done to FaZe Clan in these rounds. And so they do find a kill on the save. That would be huge. FaZe never give them the chance.
Surprising to see Elige really panic that much. I think it's because the comms are frantic, right? FaZe is saying, hey, they're in red, they're splitting mid, watch out. And he got his trade. He got the only player he realized was in main. But Perfecto waited for support to come in before he cleared that position. So it's a good trade from Icy. It wins the round. If Elige hangs on, he's got the favored gun. Feels like FaZe are living and dying on Elige right now. Can he keep it going? Can he redeem in middle? Immediately falls back into their info setup. Frozen watching A, Elige jiggling, as has been the case most of this CT side. And VP go back into A. Electronic throwing a B fake. And then hoping that keeps FaZe in position. There's still 3 strong here. Frozen, multi-kill potential. He's had a very quiet map. Pretty rough series. That smoke blocks them. So VP waits.
It's a really good trade of util. Like, you get the smoke down on B, Frozen insta-blocks main, and now there's no push. It almost feels obvious, right? It almost feels obvious that this is the B fake. And Carrigan feels that way too. He even made his way over. He started the round off over at that B side of the map. He's left Brokey and Rain there to lock that down.
And he makes Frozen's position more valuable just by getting spotted. But he leaves. As VP contact in. Frozen swings, he's dead. Lurker gone. Frozen hears him move in.
No one's looking at this. No one's considering this. They have util out. Icy with a big catch at least. Stops Frozen on just 2. Still, how much further can this really go with Carrigan there as the third piece? FaZe swallow VP whole on that A take. They don't even get to make a dent. Churned up in main and go no further. Limp fake did nothing to sell FaZe the lie of a B play.
Yeah, it's rough for VP with no like plan B other than we just contact this round. Wait the smoke out, then walk in. Frozen picks the perfect position to catch him completely off guard. And FaZe may have leveled up just in time with 4 rounds down the stretch to get us a guarantee of OT, and they feel ready to do it. Icy has no gun. He's throwing flashes, so I guess he'll go back and spawn to get it, but prioritizing the flashes right now. It's VP way to pop late middle. The Leech could get caught, and again, he is alone in this position. They're coming from heaven and elbow. He needs to dodge. He will pull back in time. VP waiting.
Crazy sentence you never thought you'd say, but VP have realized they don't need to rush this mid fight, taking it a little bit slower here. Well, a lot a bit slower here.
They get the control, but there's no kills available here. VP need that. 1 minute on the clock. They don't have anything right now. Icy's on a Glock armor. Oh my. Where do you go here, VP? So just an attempt at the donut split. If so, Elige is in a strong position. Smoke comes in. Icy just a glorified bomb carrier here, running it in.
Backstab for Carrigan. And this one looking to come unraveled. The full rotate here. Fame dead, and FaZe Clan a shot at redemption, a shot at the bounty on the head of VP. It's Inferno as our decider.
FaZe back in the game and back in this series. We do need a third and final decider. That will be Inferno, but credit where credit is due for FaZe Clan. Bouncing back.
He's looking really, really good, but there were some absences, and there's been kind of a revolving door of absences on these other maps for FaZe. Frozen going quiet on Ancient, going on to recover somewhat from a slow beginning. Wasn't really a requirement. Brokey kind of coming through with a bit of a leg up there. It was him struggling on that first map alongside Carrigan. And so the only certainty I have right now for FaZe is Elige. If he can keep it up long enough for the rest of the gang to get switched online, FaZe will have powered up in just the right moment.
Well, luckily he's in a really fun position, which is Banana on the T side, so let's have a look. In this round, it will be of no interest for VP to use utility. They play a 4-1.
I mean, this is actually just their go-to pistol here on Inferno.
Oh,
They've been doing this for the longest time. Flit on the pixel angle. Dooley's dropped for him back in the cave for the retake. So he takes 1 shot with the USP at range, or a couple if he's feeling saucy. And then he backs up. And that allows a 4-man stack over here at A. VP love this pistol round.
Well, FaZe, they don't know. Have they done their research? Will they walk into this stack? It's the mind game. Would they possibly run this pistol again? Oh, yes, they will. Perfecto with his own pair. FaZe out middle, into the stack, into the Lion's Den. Oh, God. There's so many Lions.
Fame and Perfecto down here in the pit. Keep the round live, and it comes down to this, a 1v1. Carrigan expecting Flit to already be here. It's only a tap on that bomb. Taps again, trying to draw the fight out. Oh. Just looks away right as Flit moves in.
Oh dear. Unlucky. I'm surprised he doesn't stick there, because you kill 4 players that quick. Still thinking there's a 5th. Maybe thinking Flit ran down Banana, had a quick timing, but yeah, there was a partner available. Would have put the pressure on Flit. Carrigan's having to consider too many positions, and Flit walks in on the smoke fade.
You can kind of feel it happening as well. Like, Carrigan went so wide at long that he felt like he'd cleared enough.
Yeah.
You know, there's a different variation of that world, that round in the world, in one of the many timelines running parallel to ours, where Flit did flank Banana, and we all go, oh, Carrigan's a genius. But just a rough way for that to go. Missed timing, and a pistol round gifted to VP.
Time to farm. There is that banana push for Flip. Nice dig for a leech. Oh
He's
my
not
goodness.
beating the allegations, bro. He's so good.
He is on it. One more kill would make this excellent for FaZe. Would tee them up nicely.
Rain, eh?
Rain dig.
Rain with the deagle, eh? All right. All right, Rain. We're noticing. We're seeing.
It's all right.
He's got the spot there.
Breathe. As he
All
hits
right.
another.
Can Rain finish what Elige started? MP9's up close, kind of the bane of the Deagle's existence, and there they are on a wide swing. I like that from VP. Don't overcook, don't overthink, don't give him the chance to string you along in a series of Deagle fights.
Big green drink for Elige. What was that? Was that like a matcha, maybe? I think he's a matcha guy.
Whatever he's drinking, bro, it's a matcha made in heaven. I tell you what, he's on a tear.
Bit of Dubai chocolate, a matcha.
Shrek drink.
Shrek juice. Swamp.
He on the
liquid.
swamp water.
He on that swamp juice. Swamp. Oh god. Mac 10. Mac 10 very scary.
Mac 10 very scary indeed.
They're jumping around. Couldn't get on the boost. It's an ugly way for the game to start on this buy round.
Oh my god. Stay away from the smokes. Goodbye, B. Goodbye. Fame's leaving. See you next round.
Save. Oh, Inferno. Please
Wait.
change.
Hang on.
Oh god. Is it the master plan?
No, wait.
No way.
Hang on a second.
But they might find out first. They might go B. Oh god.
If you don't leave yourself with enough time, you'll never find out. You'll be none the wiser. But Elige.
Elige.
Hang on a second.
Wait, will he call it? Surely someone
on,
calls
bro.
it. There's no one B. There's no one B.
Come on.
Karen's CT wrapping.
Leave
Cancel.
it to Elige. It's like he knew. He walked in. He said, guys, I think there's no one here. I'll go double check.
Swamp clear. Phew. That's why you play the info. That's why you send in aroma.
Bomb has been planted.
Something smells. The B site is clear. FaZe, first gun round. Karrigan, Speedy Mac 10. Oh, I like these FaZe stickers on this AK.
On this, as in just the
Oh,
vanilla
Yeah,
AK.
the default. Yeah, looks nice. It's retro. Of course, Elige has no skins.
No, I know.
Yeah, suspicious
No
again.
furniture, no skins.
Yeah. He's on a brand new ID in a new city. Fake passport.
He has
He's burned his fingerprints off. Can't track him.
Levi Ackerman is the profile picture. It's over.
I see orb.
I see one too.
Oh,
You hate me for that. Perfecto. Creep down through mid with the AWP covering him.
yoink.
Snatches one, but now he's getting sandwiched.
Ooh, Rain found Icy.
2 quick kills for Rain as he's on the money.
Weather forecast shows up for FaZe. Sleet as Rain meets ice.
Fame says, goodbye, B.
And FaZe walk into
See
the
you
stack.
next round.
There's no Elige, Harry. There's no one to figure it out.
That's true.
They have to find out the hard way.
They're just going to be battling into the stack here. Or, hang on.
No, they're going through this. It's an A split.
But always suspicious is Karrigan. Oh no, it is the A split. Nade on the smoke, they break it open. Gonna try and play through this. Fame bested, Electronic spotted now. One man left down in the pit, it's Flit. They don't know yet, they don't know yet. And why would they? There's the catch on Karrigan, can't go any further. FaZe will break through the stack. They play right in a VP's hands, only to rip all those guns away from VODs.pro.
Okay, mind games early in this matchup now. That's 2 gun rounds where VP have fully stacked this A bomb site. And so will the penny start to drop FaZe? Can they start to figure out what VP are doing, leaving B very underguarded? League is going to be tasked to deal with that. Uncover these stacks. Entry this empty site. Is he up for the job? In this round should be easy. 2 smokes and some pistol upgrades here for VP. Not much to work with.
Going into the apartments versus 5-7s is a horrible job. No one likes, but Rain makes it work. Oh, there you go. Alicia's showing why it's so hard.
Oh,
Backs it up close. Icy is trapped.
Oh, can't see through the fire.
But it's still a FaZe Clan round when all is said and done.
Yeah. Surely. Flit with an AK.
Bomb is super late, but Electronic won't be able to find it in time.
Karrigan's like, you did clear the apps, right? Right? Right. So Flit should save. FaZe should take the lead.
Bomb has been planted.
There could be a gun in store for Electronic. That's what a wonderful observer team just showed off. Hang on, there you go. He knew it was around here somewhere. Ooh, but Karrigan's following the clues. He's like a detective. He's seen the AK's gone. That means the killer must be near. Oh.
Yeah, there's the killer.
The killer could be right here. Just dies in an instant.
Still. Ooh, there's a way out. Brokey, clear your corners. Oh, one of the kills. One of the kills. But it was Electronic in the apartments with the AK-47. VP save something. You think he's going to keep that for himself? I think he will. Or give it to Flit. Oh, he gave it to Flit. Respect.
So Electronic setting up his team. B-stack might just get dodged here. VP leans strong towards Banana. They want to take this space. Frozen's left to play in on this side of the map on his lonesome. Flit will find him on that AK. Oof. And if FaZe did want to try and pick up the pace here and react to this space they've got in top mid, well, the bomb is down at stairs and Frozen's in no real shape to go and get it. That's why Nade comes through. Frozen now deleted. VP in a powerful position here, a 5v3 off the back of Flit.
Oh, but you know the thing about the Inferno T side, you can save a round with a couple of kills. Brokey finds that pick into apps, and that opens up room on A. Can Leech find it? Electronic random shot, gives away his position, warns the Leech. Ready for that engagement. Won't overcommit. Orb still at B, never been seen here by FaZe. Icy lucky to be alive. Got a resmoke picked up. He's got an AWP trained on the angle. Brokey. Have to crouch peek this AWP. And Icy's wide. So if it's not a boost, it should be Icy. Dropping that AWP, blocking the B-bomb site. And with 30 seconds, FaZe is split up. They can't really wait on a leash to wrap B. So maybe he goes A instead.
Oh, hang on. Noise. Oh. Bloody hell, Electronic.
Nice shot.
Just barrels into a Liege and a rain goes no further. They were Waiting to see if Elige could find a way in through the back. It would have been a buzzer beater of a round for FaZe anyway. So just saving now. Virtus.pro return to form here. Flick, given that AK, puts it to work straight away.
I want to see if FaZe ever try something a bit quicker on Banana here. They get denied. It's only Karrigan in this round, though. We've not seen FaZe kind of blanket Banana and Util play their 2 spawns and get mollies up. Icy's allowed to dictate with a lot of players on that A side. That's our first pause for FaZe as Neo comes on the mic. Conversation between him and Karrigan to get FaZe back to their winning ways.
I mean, this is an epic clash of Flit versus Rain, both looking lights out. To open up this final map, Flit's come through with a vengeance. Ooh, I see. He's gonna try his hand at that AWP opener. Deterred when the spam comes through. Dude, if Elige wallbangs. If Elige wallbangs, I'm leaving the studio.
Oh, they're going contact. Good nade.
Full blind. And Elige with the clear.
How did he do that?
Burst perfecto up top of the boost, and then the flick down to the man underneath.
One spray. Careful. Let that smoke bloom. Frozen's still at long. If he dies, that opens up a path to retake, but Brokey spams the smoke. And Icy left to B. I mean, that was 4 strong on A. Couldn't hold it down. That heavy mid setup. Elige spray down. That's a refrag paying off. Run that one back. FaZe explosive mid take. Golden egg Swen.
Yeah, one of the pets coming. They're adding pets. That's real.
Well, there's stuff in the game files that never came true. So.
Add in little pets, bro. You're going to be able to hatch your own chicken, which is crazy line of thinking, but...
Hey, Harry, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Look at this. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I feel that.
All right, this is FaZe going for control over the game. If they win this round, they break VP's money, and suddenly this T-side can really get going. But that's a strong start. Icy AWP and a nade to soften up this change of pace from FaZe Clan. The B play's been denied, and you've already got to go back to the drawing board here. You've taken so much damage. Util in, an exchange with these players at top Banana. But as much as you keep putting down, nothing's easing up. You haven't got that trade kill, that equalizer you were hoping for. FaZe come out of this super wounded.
VP would save here.
Only players with health are Rain and Elige, but they've both been looking good. Elige, as we say, keeping it up all series long. Rain's trying to create some opportunity here. Things look cloudy now, but with a chance for Rain, anything's possible.
These are your openers. So if you were going to attempt this round, at least you've got your right pieces healthy. VP with a strong setup. Pit Balk, AWP at long. Low health on Flit. Takes it back to B. So FaZe have avoided the stack for now. Legion Apartments, and again, Rain walking into long. Oh, Flit saw something. Shoots through the smoke. Rain finds an entry. I don't know how he dies. How does Rain die?
Did he DC?
He might have.
That's awkward.
I don't think he threw any nades. He got the kill, he insta-left, but hey, his job is done. He departs, putting FaZe in a post plant, and with the health so low, because of grenades, VP don't know, they don't attempt it. They had HE. He just got the kill and evaporated.
Dude, he did the peace out and then like fade into existence.
Dude, he did enough. He did all they needed, getting that apps kill. No way. That's how they win. The sun is out, the rain is gone. FaZe win a very difficult round.
I'm not feeling too good, Mr. Anderson. He just disappears. Oh, that's wild. Did Rain DC?
He must have. I think he just disappeared.
I can see there's still games on his monitor. I'm assuming he's not like playing something else.
Let's see if he just evaporates.
X-Files music ready.
Yeah, I'd say.
What happened to Rain?
I think he just DC'd, but that worked. Kind of didn't matter in the end.
Dude, that's the coolest thing ever. Killing someone as you DC from the game and going on a win the round on the back of that kill.
Yeah. Without that, his whole team were low, so could have been problematic. FaZe rolling now. A couple of rounds in a row, ready to break VP's money, who have been save heavy. Understandably. That was the wrong stack last round. Icy's been doing this a lot, walking through the smoke. This time it works.
Man down, sure, but looking for a play in towards A, our FaZe clan. They've got Rain coming through the apartments. He's going to try and make VP do the disappearing act in this round. Molly down into the pit. Frozen, Carrigan and Brokey. The round ends in a second with those three farming Virtus.pro.
Sure. What happened? Who knows?
That's just a brutal way to lose a round. You're sitting there 5 on 4, feeling really good, and you're saving. But there was never even a point where you realized you could lose that.
It was won, then it was lost. In the blink of an eye. Steps bait him in. It's exits galore for VP, as his half really just has been. Never a chance. 3 instant entries in different positions. What can you do?
Terrorists win.
FaZe with a strong T side on a map that has not done them well. For VP, statistically, they go to.
Yeah. You know, I think with
the major.
Like with FaZe, I think the caveat is that there are always like these really close losses where they've been like, it's not a map that I imagine the players feel super uncomfortable on, but they are on that string of losses right now. And it's not like it's to world beaters. The fact that Liquid are in there a couple of times, there's always like a weirdness when it's former teams matching, you know, former teammates matching up. That adds a bit of an X factor. FaZe ain't messing around here, that much is for certain.
Flash and Apps reveals Rain. Or could have been an entry into this B site. Brokey still manually clawing in. Oh, if he shot. Tucked in, unwilling to peek his fame. They rotate out. VP again, just loving these A stacks. Despite the AWP being spotted at car, they still believe FaZe will go back. 30 seconds for FaZe to make up their mind. The Legion, a lot of control here. Going for the B split though. And with early warning, stops the first. Only Fame versus the rest. 1v4.
Up until now, all these B-sat rounds for Fame have just been him waving goodbye and leaving this side of the map. Finally, he's got to do something here, and a kill in the right place would be so valuable. Even though they get that trade, the bomb's only just getting planted now. It's really, really close, and VP rob that round away with milliseconds to spare.
They got the kill at 8 seconds. You'd think there'd be a plan. Are they still checking positions? Do they not believe and they're cool? They saw Flit, that's the B player, on long side. They kill Fame backside. You just got to stick it. Bomb too late. Disastrous round to lose for FaZe. It is everything right, except the most important bit. Oh dear. VP will take that. Fame gets his 1 kill, which doesn't feel like enough, but apparently it is. Chaos.
Okay, tech pause called on in. That is a tough round to stomach for FaZe. Especially when they get the position they're looking for. Managed to get through that backside. Also, yeah, I was going to say, there's 5 seconds left.
Okay.
Saying there's 8 is a bit...
Sorry, I apologize.
Because then that's a fumbling, but this was just chaos caused by Fame. Frozen looking for a trade, thinking he still had time to plant. All right, back in. A chance now for Virtus.pro to split this half. Frozen making noise at the B-bomb site. Here's the AWP fire off. That's nice info on that info flash. Gives Brokey a bit more security as well, taking these lines through mid. Freedom he has knowing that AWP isn't here is pretty huge. Means he can just go around these corners scoped in. Carrigan's made it past Electronic. And he made it past him not once, but twice over. They've dealt with everyone in the site. Electronic trades places with Carrigan again. It will still snip him out.
So many of these rounds just coming down to FaZe, just exploding on A and getting 3 kills in 5 seconds and winning the round. I mean, VP know it's coming. They just can't stop it. That warning, Electronic saying Carrigan's gone through. They're coming. They're hitting A. And VP still died to the short player, to the abs player. Doesn't even come down to Carrigan, really. These rounds are just super decisive, and FaZe have no interest in that B site. The only time they go, they lose it to time.
Now, we've had nothing but 7-5 scorelines in this entire series on the half. Is this the best half looking to be put forward by FaZe because they've broken VP's money? This save is going to allow a proper buy to come through. You might still feel some limitations. FaZe are the ones in with a chance of the strongest half yet. This was the weird set of timings hit by Carrigan over on long. As Electronic was hunting ghosts.
And I think my main takeaway is how good Alicia's looked in this series. You know, he was the only guy on overpass, really, and on Ancient, he was the difference maker time after time, 25 and 15. He's kept that up. He's had a bunch of multi-kills on this A site. He's been reliable. Really good game for Elise right when FaZe... Oh, dear. Right when they need him. Oh, you're in trouble, Flit. Grenades and flashes land. Getting 1 is a blessing. but Fame has no support, and VP are not budging.
That long smoke, VP are already ahead of it. And I think if anything, when you see that come in, it might trigger you to want to go for info over here in top mid. Fame still just waiting with this smoke pole. Gonna go in now, and that's right as VP collected this info from middle and are gonna start rotating a player away. Perfecto looking to link up at this B bomb site with Fame. This is where the hit's coming to. FaZe are committed to this. They've not left themselves with any other option. Break on the smoke. Play through from Perfecto's SMG. He gets out with one. Traded on the spam. Smoke breaks. Sees Icy clawing back at 2v2. He can slow down now. Electronic is a little ways away. Has to play up through Banana. So Icy just takes a line and waits for his captain. He's actually given the angle up, but Brokey doesn't move on to it. Electronic creeping in. Spotted now up through the mouth of Banana. Elige there to pick it up and continuing just his strong form. It's been the case throughout this entire series. Elige seems fitting. He's the guy to send us into this second and potentially last half with the best scoreline yet for FaZe in this series.
back in the second half.
Yeah, it's
and
a good idea you take
let's
it, bro.
keep
I
talking
fumbled
over it.
mine.
No, yeah, well, you've kind of run over mine as well, but that's fine. We go to the T side. A half, Harry, that may, some are saying, feel like a hole for VP because this T side known to be slow, known to be meticulous, known to be calculated sometimes.
It's certainly the last half. We've established that.
It's one of the halves available in this series. Well, not 3 maps. 6 halves. Make a hole. VP, put a hole in my head. If they play as slow as they usually do, what have they got?
They're going to light this pistol. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
They're going in to the quaddies. The double dual Berettas.
There's one.
Open and found.
There's
and
none.
the double dualies never really worked.
No.
I feel like that's how I see him go. I get excited about the prospect.
Turn up.
Still hate the new railing.
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it?
Join us, the fine folks, in all the various chats in telling Valve to get rid of the railing.
They just added it.
Frozen. He's railing them. One off the dual Berettas. Carrigan did slip past Electronic and Frozen dead. Carrigan head on a swivel. Oh, he's making this feel possible. What is it? Carrigan! That is filth! Oh my god!
Wow. Wow. That's out of nowhere. Delirious round for Carrigan.
Dude, no one can believe that.
He ran out of mouse pad last pistol.
Rain's smiling away. He's just watching Carrigan with like the cleanest pistol out of his life. Bop. Oh! And that gets the blood pumping. There's no way you can lose now.
No, you're not allowed to. Get him out.
Why is there no reaction, Finn? That was crazy.
He's locked in, Harry. He's locked in. We've got a force buy for VP. Nothing is safe. But it's pro now. Into the mid stack. Nice double. Liege gets out. He's being hounded down through the apartments. Oh dear. Someone help Perfecto, please. Gets overwhelmed. Pistol out for a Liege. And 2-2 is good here for VP. They're going to get a bomb plant. Smoke on the Moto side. Grenades go in. VP getting threatened, but they will still be allowed to plant. Smoke will set FaZe up for retake. It's all a bit of a bait. And over the top, VP confirm. Now they know. No kit here. Presumably one down somewhere, but I don't see him.
Flit low on ammo. In danger of getting traded here, but Carrigan can't find him in time, and Flit just slips through the long smokes. Carrigan, another clutch required.
That's
Molly
it.
in. And that should decide the fate of this. There
Molly
isn't
did.
time. Wait, the Molly did miss.
Oh, wait. Oh, he can't.
No kit.
He could have stuck.
No win.
Oh, and there was a smoke the whole time. He could have stuck, but yeah, he probably would have got run down there. Unlucky for Carrigan. Force buy for VP. Big victory to win early in the half. Resets the money. It's a different game now. FaZe forcing back in, surely. Carrigan hitting shots. Shame he couldn't chase down Flitz.
Yeah.
Getting out of grave.
I don't want to like too prematurely sound the alarm bell.
Okay, but do it.
But the one thing I'll say is if you remember on Overpass, FaZe led the way at the half. They won the pistol. They went on to lose in that exact round there, the anti-eco, and then got stomped for the rest of that CT side, only coming through with 2 rounds past the pistol win on your way to a very dominant pickup for Virtus.pro. That's a repeat here. This time they have a tiny bit more breathing room. It's a slight improvement over the 7-5 scoreline they fielded there on the half. So just more rounds between them and VP, but the VP CT sides have been good. It's where they do their best work, so not nice for FaZe to have given that one away. Also, I'm saying CT side, they're T side. What am I saying? It's been a long day. VP. T side, it's where they've done work. Great nades.
Yeah.
Carrigan picked up top from the boost.
Just throws his gun. He's looking for the M4, but Frozen's picked it up. He gets naded instead. Yes, it doesn't matter. FaZe fall out of the bomb site, thinking there's no way VP will go back in. Turns out there is way. VP all here, but Perfecto coming late. 3 and 11. Feels all too common for Perfecto, again struggling. Part of the abuse of this A-bomb site was Perfecto in that first half. Oh wait, they throw that from A. That's crazy. Surely VP see the trajectory, and they're still all here and gonna go, but they've got no HE to break through. They don't get in their head about it. They go storming in. I like the smoke from FaZe. Who threw that? I bet it was a liege. That's such an liege thing to do, you know? Brokey threw the smoke. Thank you, production.
Bomb has been planted.
But either way, that's still cool. I think it sort of just gives it away when it gets thrown from the other side of the map.
Cool idea, though, for sure. Something you can use in just other rounds. I didn't see where he threw it
I don't
from.
either, yeah.
But just the knowledge that, like, you know, usually if you want them to be able to keep re-smoking the top of Banana, you go there at the start of the round, you drop your belt util, and then that kind of lowers the plays you get to make in that round. If he's always got a smoke on hand to help out a B, FaZe will appreciate that as time goes on. Whoa.
Oh, ran into it. Or VP off the back of winning that force buy well and truly in this game now.
You still have to keep your head on straight in this round, though. A healthy collection of saved guns for FaZe Clan. Oh God. They're really far ahead of that.
Yeah.
Like really, really far ahead of that. They're playing through the util from FaZe.
Oh.
Carrigan, gun retrieved. Can he have another heroic moment? Gets the first, but they blow the smoke open. A really nice way of uprooting Carrigan from a powerful position there.
Yeah, they didn't know for sure there was a third man, so it's a good check. VP, dot their I's, cross their T's, find a 7th. I like the pace there, though, from VP, just calling a really early contact B play. When they meet no grenades and Banana, they just walk it in. AK would be nice, but escaping is a whole nother conversation. VP, don't write them off, because as soon as you do that, they get good. FaZe are finding that out right now. This game's got more to give.
And it really does. VP are one round away from equalizing this out in all real senses of it, right? You're going to break FaZe's money if you can win this round. So this is your golden chance. No time like the present for Virtus.pro. FaZe have got to do everything in their power to deny them this round. So this is where you bring out your cleanest looking CT defense, whatever you've got. Fighting for the banana control early. Oh,
They patched that. What? Wait,
what?
did they not?
He just did it.
I thought they patched that.
Who did we see trying to do it the other day and fail? We saw that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of did it for a second.
Did it, but then he cancelled it because they made noise. But like, someone get in the lab. I thought they patched it. I'm sure. Oh, that's a spray.
Frozen. That's a lovely transfer. Him and Carrigan took a lot of damage. And so it's still kind of hostile over here at B.
Yeah, they're in.
Spam connects, but not going to be able to stop Virtus.pro from moving in. This one's going to fall down to a retake.
Disaster here for FaZe because they don't have a lot to get in with this. Molly, 2 flashes, no kit. If Carrigan doesn't have one backside, they're on the clock, and they're on the clock right now. This Molly's not going to do much except clear a dead position. They need the kills, and they need them fast. So a flash ready for Frozen. He needs to just hurry up and throw it. They need to move right now. Into the site they go, massacred by the Molotov. And this crossfire is enough. Dink finished off by Icy on the back, and VP convert that after a 3-on-5 from Frozen. Sprayed down in Banana. And VP shut it out in the post plant. That site is so hard to retake.
It was just a cool realization as well. Like, even though they lose these first 2 players, they've done a lot of damage, and they don't have a need to blow the smoke open. They don't waste time collecting themselves. They actually catch FaZe midway through repositioning, trying to get set up again with their low HP. And it's just Icy calling their bluff, running the smoke. Saves the day for Virtus.pro and breaks the money of FaZe Clan.
They are just running at B. It's not even, there's not util. FaZe just can't stop them. Whether it's the site or the Banana, VP winning everywhere over this B area. Brokey. Shaking in his boots.
Shaking
here.
right now.
Quaking. This is LAN on the line, and you're watching FaZe crumble. This is going to be 5 rounds in a row for VP. Ever since losing the pistol. Brokey's out of the site. You're done. Yeah, man. What are you saving here? Tell me. Yeah, but like, actually, what are you saving? He's just going to bodyguard Rain. Yeah, go back to Banana. Look for an exit. And VP exits CT, so nothing for Brokey. The gun got cycled. The bomb will not blow down Banana. That was the hope.
A window of opportunity seized by Virtus.pro. And they have been playing with a real bit of pace behind these T sides. It's exactly what Dupree wanted to see.
That's true, yeah. They kind of just stormed the board up B, round after round. Like FaZe did on A, right? FaZe never really went for those B executes. They were just doing pops on long and short. And VP are just punishing this B hold. Brokey Orb could be the way. But he's taking it A. Traditional Brokey position. Patience on the porch. VP coming in again, looking to pop. Triple short.
Oh. Brain dead. Icy opens, they spill out through the apartments, and FaZe don't even get to shoot back.
You're just not expecting VP to do this, man. That's the thing. Yes, they're triple short. Yes, they're double back turn to apartments. You don't expect VP at 120 to just run out of apps. They're not planting. They want to get these exits. They want to kill all of FaZe on the save.
They know if they do that, they tee themselves up for a victory right now. This is a VP gearing up and looking to move to these LAN finals out here in Malta. And FaZe were just a bump in the road. They were lagging behind coming into this second half, but since getting onto the T side, it has been stellar. And a removal of these guns in the hunt is so valuable. It leaves FaZe with a partial bye in a game that is rapidly slipping through their fingers. This is a decisive, this is a pacey Virtus.pro, and a VP that are playing to win this series. They're looking to do maximum damage to FaZe in all of these rounds.
Just don't know how long we've been waiting to watch a VP play like this, right? Like throwing in these sprinkling of quick rounds and being able to catch their opponents off guard. Definitely FaZe expecting a slower approach, and VP jumping out of apps at 120, shooting the triple short setup in the back. FaZe had no clue. They didn't even have someone watching this. And that's after 5 rounds in a row, just charging up Banana. This is a VP playing great CS. And a FaZe that are crumbling. They had a winning half, the best opening half of this series yet, 8-4. And they even won the pistol. It was that force buy the VP picked up that started this streak. 9-4 down. Now 9-10. 6 straight for VP. And FaZe on a half buy. We should be looking at 7 rounds in a row, and then FaZe having to pull things back as VP sit within reach of an upset in the 3rd map.
$7,500 on the head of FaZe Clan. A bounty. VP are ready to claim. Carrigan's begging them, do not redeem. But VP have other ideas.
15 seconds, Harry.
They've left it really late for this hit.
Oh no.
Breaking through, and Lee's dead. Plant could get denied. Rain, if he can stop this, just shy. Brings Icy down to 15 points of health. And that was the round. Rain with a Hail Mary.
Dude, you feel like anyone there for FaZe can get a kill, and no one does. Brokey's shot in the head. Not a single player puts up one of those kills that look gifted. The new MP9 doing nothing. The jump through the smoke that could have won the round. And every step of the way, VP denied with 10 seconds. Literally no room for error. No error made. And that hurts for FaZe, because that could have been a gimme of a round down the stretch on low economy. Instead, it's FaZe forced to make a 4-round streak, with VP's lead staring them dead in the face. A comeback, map 3. Oh, you wonder if Rain didn't jump. He got a lot of bullets out. If he didn't jump, does he get the kill? Or do they still headshot him quickly? Here we go, 11-9. 7 rounds in a row for VP's T side. FaZe's final buy. Okay, is it patched? It is.
Kind of half.
He got on it.
I don't know, he was up there, yeah. Brokey nails his shot.
the molly. He heard it. Doesn't matter. Do they just speed up? Of course they will. VP, it's a new look. It looks good on them.
Clear the front. Carrigan dead. Not ready, but he's cracked open the B site once more, and the full tide of VP hoping to wash through. It's just one for Elige. It looked like it could have been so much more. Brokey dead, crossing as Flit keeps the pace high at 3 HP.
Seeing Flit aggressive is a delight on this T side. He gets his kill, he speeds into that bomb site, and he goes through the smoke to send a message to FaZe. 8 rounds in a row, 9-4 down, VP have match point.
This squad for the longest time is where a lot of very aggressive players from the region went to die. It was where that style got left behind, but seeing them all in this game let off the leash and allowed to run riot, it's a very potent reminder of what some of these individuals are capable of.
It's a frustrating finish for FaZe, who had this game in the palm of their hands, but VP have caught them off guard and look to go to LAN, claiming the bigger bounty. After a stage 1 with no upsets, stage 2 might be back-to-back. Flash into banana, FaZe Triforce fight, electronic double entry, FaZe, good night.
Now just rests on Frozen. Swung wide, forced out by the util. It's another round where you've done so much damage, but that damage hasn't been enough to find a thing. VP leveling up, powering up, playing with aggression, with pace. Playing an explosive brand. You thought it was going to be FaZe Clan delivering that type of gameplay in this series, but by map 3, VP running riot, running amok, and FaZe cannot stop them. It's a drawn-out close in a done deal matchup. VP, they didn't want to wager the extra cash at the end of this. With LAN secured and FaZe eliminated, they're wishing they did. Virtus.pro onto the LAN finals.
The bounty